What's up, my YouTube fam? I know I've been gone for a minute. I apologize for the wait, but I've just been sitting back, looking at the world and just trying to focus on a brighter picture. I've been trying to find the positivity in all this chaos going on around me. I haven't quite found any just yet, but just when I was losing hope, just when I was confused, looking for something to make sense of all this, Dave Chappelle drops a special. Now, Dave Chappelle normally drops comedy specials, but I don't really want to call this a comedy special per se. This is more like a national PSA, and it's entitled 846, which is entitled for the amount of time it took for a former Minneapolis police officer to kill George Floyd. Now, I've been seeing a lot of my conservative friends on Facebook and so forth share a lot of offensive memes and so forth, and right now that's kind of the most harmful thing you could do right now. You're literally picking at a wounded animal, which is the black community. We're all suffering from this terrible tragedy, trying to cope with it, and we're kind of tired, disappointed, frustrated, and so forth. So the last thing we need right now is for people to kind of antagonize an entire race and an entire movement. It's just very insensitive, very dangerous, and you're not doing anything but stirring up hate. And it's not a situation where we're being childish, right? We're all adults. We can agree whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or whatever party you choose to be a part of. We can all coexist, but you don't have to, in this moment, show off some of your conservative beliefs, because unfortunately some of your conservative beliefs are coming off as a bit racist. You know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of, you're on the thin line here. But back to Dave Chappelle's PSA. It's called 846. Now, only someone like Dave Chappelle could take a tragedy and mix it with humor and a shocking amount of factual information and be woke all at the same time. That's just something that no one else can do. You look at Richard Pryor all you want to, he's a GOAT, but Dave Chappelle, for his ingenious mindset and perspective, is by far the best comedian there is on probably planet Earth and the universe, for all that matter. It's a really insightful special, guys. I encourage you to watch it. Now, there wasn't really a lot of hee-hee-ha moments, but Dave Chappelle is definitely on point with this video, you guys. You gotta watch it. He talks about people like Candace Owens, and he had a few jabs for her. He even jabbed at Azealia Banks, who claimed that she slept with him a few weeks ago. He touches the officer who pulled him over and then killed another black man in his hometown. That's crazy. He talks about being born at 8:46 in the morning, which is the same time that George was killed, and the amount of time it took for him to die, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. It's a masterful, much needed, like, I'm trying to put it all into words. It's just something that we needed to kind of, not necessarily take our minds off of things, but we needed this perspective. We needed someone intelligent like a Dave to kind of try to put out there some of the frustrations that black people as a race have been facing. And if you're not understanding at this point, it's simply because you don't want to. Like I said earlier, I see a lot of people saying and sharing a lot of inappropriate, misinformed, and offensive things, and all that's doing is making the situation worse. You have to imagine the people you work around, the people in your friends and circle, they're gonna look at you completely different, because right now in America in 2020, this is as close to a race war / divide that we've ever been in. Like, tensions are really high. Sometimes I go walking in trails and stuff, and white people see me and they wave just to make sure that, you know, they're coming off as being friendly. Like, it's different. It's so different, and you gotta look at this and take it in hindsight, dude. Look at Dave Chappelle's comedy special. Study it. Read it like it was a Bible. Look at it. He's not telling you any lies in the special at all. It speaks for all of us, just about. I can't speak for everybody. He doesn't either, but It represents a positive message, and it accurately conveys what I feel like the black agenda is. He even talks about Black Lives Matter, guys. Like, a lot of people think they know what Black Lives Matter is, and I've heard everything from it being a movement, which is what it really is. I've heard of it being a gang. I've heard of it being a cult. I've heard every perception of Black Lives Matter there is. And here's the thing, simply saying Black Lives Matter does not negate any other lives, but you don't see other lives disproportionately being killed by police officers. Just because you break the law does not mean you should be killed. It does not warrant death. It never has, unless you're black. If you jaywalk and you're black, you can be killed. If you shoplift and you're black, you can be killed. A man literally walked into a church and shot numerous people, killed them all, and they didn't kill him. They gave this man food, put him in jail. He's not dead. They just killed another man who was allegedly drunk at a Wendy's in Atlanta, and they shot him. You gotta use more discretion. I feel that when it comes to a black man, when it comes to a black citizen, some officers don't feel the fear of having to kill a black person. If they were to shoot a white person, they feel some flack about that. They don't know what would happen, but they shoot a black person, and they're like, okay, this is clearly justifiable. I'm good with this. And that's kind of the attitude that a lot of people feel that certain officers have. Once again, man, watch Dave Chappelle special. It kind of touches upon all this thing. A few side notes. First of all, thank you to everyone who's watching the video. Bravo to you. We're at 25 subscribers. I didn't think I would get 25 subscribers this fast. I've only been doing this hasn't even been a year yet. So to have 25 subscribers is pretty awesome. Hopefully by the end of the year, maybe it'll be 50. We'll see. I know I have to be a little bit more consistent on my end, and I'm gonna try that. But I just want to touch a basis with you guys, see how you guys are feeling about everything, and get perspectives and so forth. It's kind of still going left and right now. And then not to mention, guys, COVID-19 is still very much a thing. Do not be fooled. 1,000 people were just diagnosed here in Alabama like last week. Do not play around. There was a girl in my office who was diagnosed with COVID-19 in my office. She was like in my vicinity. It's not a game. Please wash your hands, practice social distancing, take it serious. People are losing their lives. People are dying. You need to take this serious. I will be back. Hopefully the world will still be standing and not be on fire. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.